I did not send out any kind of notifications. If y'all want to come and hang with me, I'll be glad to have you, but I did not send out notifications, just so everyone knows. I just decided to do this because I was already painting and I thought I'd just go ahead and throw this together. So come on in, my friends, and hang out with me if you want to hang out. If not, then I get it. But I'm not going to worry about reading comments or any of the things if you guys want to hang out, because I want to paint this quickly. I don't want to have to sit here all day trying to read comments and stuff. So if y'all want to come in and just watch, you're more than welcome to. I might catch a comment now and then, but I just want to paint this little scarecrow. I did one in private group the other night, you guys, and I really enjoyed it. It was really super cute. And so I decided to do this one. So when you come in, say hi so that I know you're here, and I'll say hi back, y'all. I'll say hi back. But to be honest, I didn't send out any kind of information or anything. If Mr. Randy comes in here, I'll have him send out a telegram so that everybody will know. But other than that, I didn't do anything. This looks a lot like the one we did in private group the other night. The little guy does. But we're going to change up his colors and all this stuff. Somebody in here. There's Shaq in the back. Hi, Lisa. How are you? Like I said, I'm not going to watch a lot of the comments, but I will talk to y'all if I look up every once in a while and see one. I just wanted to kind of play around a little bit. This is something I've been wanting to do, and I've never done a scarecrow on canvas. So I decided that I was going to try it. So I'm going to do a large one on canvas. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Michelle. How are you? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and dry this, y'all, because I'm wanting to do my background first. I've already got him drawn on here, but I want to do the background first. Usually I would put an easel behind me and I'd turn my back so y'all can see what I'm doing. But I think that might be a little far for you guys to see it. So I'll just hold it up every now and then and show y'all what I'm doing. Right now I'm just painting the background. Y'all, I was going to go out and get in my pool, but the sun is back behind the trees, so I can't get any sun, so really I don't see any sense in getting in. Hi, Lori. Because the reason I get in there is just to catch some rays. Y'all, I don't have any makeup or anything on. I didn't plan on going live at all. I'm a hot mess, y'all. I'm a hot mess. But that's okay. I don't mind being a hot mess. Okay, let me see here. I'm just gonna grab a thick brush like this. Y'all, we're gonna paint a plaid background if I can find the right colors. I want a light green. I think I'm going to, let me see what we got over here. I've got a, let's use this green here, you guys. This is a chalk paint. Normally I don't use chalk paint when I do acrylics, but hey, we're going to today. Hi, Carol, how are you? This is, celery green. We're going to use celery green. And I'll probably water it down a little bit because it doesn't flow real easily. Not as easily as acrylic does. So I'm going to water it down some. Mr. Randy's not here, y'all. I don't even know if he knows I went live. He's in there working. And I was in here in my room working. And I've been wanting to do this for a while. I finished up a turntable that I'm making for a veterans event we're doing. Randy and we have a golf outing we go to every year for a veterans event, and so I made a turntable to donate of a flag. All right, now what I'm going to do, y'all, I'm just going to make we're just going to make a plaid background. So, and these will not be even. I'll let you know that right now. So, just go with me on it. We're just going to run some green across here as straight as we can. It doesn't have to be perfect, y'all. Just as straight as you can. Does not have to be perfect. This is whimsical anyway, so it doesn't matter if it's perfect. Just get it on there. See that, how I just got it on there? We're going to do the same thing here. We're just going to drop down, and I'm just going to go right across just like this. And like I said, this is not going to be perfect. I'm just going with the width of the brush, and I'm just making a little thing right straight across, okay? And I'm gonna go across on this side, and it probably won't be the same amount, but we're just gonna guess at it. See what we're doing? We're just going around our scarecrow. Hi, Imogene, how are you? Go right here, do the same thing. I'm just gonna kind of go right up to his little hat here. I'm just making a thick stripe is all we're doing. Just striping that on there. The same thing right over here. Okay. Y'all seeing that? Okay. Drop down here. We're gonna just keep doing this all the way down, you guys. And what I'm doing is I'm working on doing a plaid background. Okay. So I'm just gonna I'm guessing at my widths and all that stuff. I'm just putting it down there just the way I feel like it needs to be. Just guessing at everything. And I don't even think that's straight. I think I might have got that a little crooked, but that's okay. Come over here, come across here, because I've got a couple little things over here I gotta kind of watch that I don't want to run into. So I'm just gonna kind of get that around that. And normally I wouldn't draw my stuff on. Normally I would do it freehand, but I went ahead and drew it on so that it would be a little quicker to do, or I thought it would anyway. It'd probably take me more time because I have to go around it, to be honest. Because normally I just do it freehand. I hear Izzy. She's headed this direction. And if anybody has any questions about anything I'm doing, just let me know and I'll see if I can answer that for you. Okay. Y'all see where we're at so far? We're just kind of going around all of our stuff. Hi, Manuel. How are you? Okay. I'm just going to keep dropping down and going straight across just as best you can. It doesn't have to be perfect. Like I said, this is whimsical, so it doesn't matter. Does not have to be perfect. And then we'll come over on this side and we're going to guess at it. We're going to try to get this the same height. And if it's not, it's okay. It's okie dokie. Okie dokie, Schmokey. Okay. And like I said, normally you would want to do your background first and then put your other stuff on, but I went ahead and drew it in today. Hi, Amy. How are you, hon? Do another one there and one here. So I got that one a little close. See, that one's a little close, but that's okay. I'm just going to drop down a little bit, and we will add some white right there to cover that up. Okay, that should be good. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it like this, and we're going to go back, and I'm just going to kind of bring some stripes up this way. Okay. We're just creating a plaid background. Okay, we got a stripe there. And then I'm going to put one right here by his hat. Come down like this past his hat. Keep on going down there, and I'm going to bring that up right here. Just like that. You see what we're doing, y'all? If Mickey asked for my left kidney, would it give up instantly? Julie seen magic. Okay, you know what? I think I need just a little bit right here by his head and stuff right here. Just kind of pull that up just a tad right here past him. Where all his stuff is here. I feel like that stripe needs to be right there. Okay. Straighten it out the best I can with this big old brush. Okay. Y'all seeing that now? We're getting it, y'all. We're getting it. Slowly but surely, we're going to get it. Put that one over here. Okay. there's that one. I'm gonna put one here. Come down here. It needs to be actually a little wider, so we're just going to go ahead and take that on over to the side of the hat and just play that into the hat. You guys, that's kind of wobbly, but you know what? I don't care. It's okay. It's supposed to be whimsical, and I am fine with it being wobbly. I am fine as wine, Valentine, with it being wobbly. I don't mind it. Okay, then we'll come right here. Because you guys will see once I get this put together, the reason I don't care is it's whimsical because of what we're doing. Now, if I was trying to do something that was real life or like I did, like my Jesus picture or the angel or something like that, then yes, I wouldn't want it to be all wobbly. But since this is a whimsical picture, I'm not worried about it. Not at all. Okay. And that's still kind of wobbly there, but that's okay. All right, now y'all can kind of see where we're headed with this, okay? I'm going to take and I'm going to get me a line brush now, and I'm going to add more water to this because you want this to glide across here. So you want quite a bit of water because chalk paint is not watery and it doesn't glide real easily. So I'm just going to kind of mix that in, get it nice and watered down here, okay? And then I'm just going to take my line brush, which when I say a line brush, y'all, that's what I mean, a great big or a really nice long brush. And I'm just going to go in between these, and I'm going to go across this way, just across like that, and right in between each one of these we're going to be putting a line just like this, same color and everything, y'all, just right across it. If you guys wouldn't mind to share this out, I'd really appreciate it if you guys would. It really would help me get going again. I've not been on YouTube for a while. I need to really get everything going again because I've just been so busy trying to get everything taken care of on the other platforms that I'm on. And I feel bad. I haven't been here for a while. Maybe, y'all, maybe. Okay. All right, now we got that across there. Now what I'm going to do is right here, I'm going to go right straight across and go straight down right here like this. And this is going to create a little bit of a plaid look to this, I'm hoping. I'm watering it down some more, y'all, because it just wasn't, it's not loose enough for it to flow easy. I like my paint to flow easy. Let's try this now. There we go. It's flowing a little bit better, not much, but it is. There we go. Okay. Hi, Jackie. How are you, hon? I didn't send out a telegram or anything, Jackie. Sorry I didn't, but I just decided just to go ahead and go live. But do you see what we did there? We made like a plaid. And we can go back across this because you guys, as you can see, the green is kind of, you can see places where it didn't grab a hold real good. And we can go right back across that if we need to. This is kind of like I don't know, it's just whimsical. I like it. I think it's cute. I think it's a cute idea. So we'll see what happens here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to come across right here. And I'm going to hit all these little areas right across here like this. sides as well to kind of connect all of our little lines here. Oops. That is drip paint all over the place. That's okay. So what's everybody been up to today? Are you guys doing anything fun? I hope so. I haven't been doing a thing, y'all. I haven't felt real good today, so I just kind of chilling out. Okay, see our background, y'all? How it's got that look to it. Now, if you wanted to add other colors, you could add other colors. I probably won't, but you can if you want to. And I'm just gonna run another line down through there since that's such a wide area. It looks like it needs something else. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. All right, we're gonna do a line right here because I didn't get a line there or a line there. So I can get that. Okay, now I'm gonna, once again, y'all, I'm gonna go right back across the lines that we've already put in there. It's just gonna take a second to run this across there. This is just extra color, so it doesn't look so streaky. So it won't take long because we've already got our lines established. I'm just gonna kind of tap it on there real fast. Won't take long at all, or it shouldn't. And I'm not, as you can see, I'm not being real careful. I don't care if it's a little bit off or whatever. I just don't want it to look streaky. Okay, try to get as much of that as we can without it being streaky anyway. I'm just kind of taking that over the edge as well. It just kind of makes it look like it's fully painted over that edge. And I'll come back and revisit that once I get my little guy painted too. So we'll just look and see what we've got at that point. And if we want to add more colors, we can add a brown or an orange or some kind of fall color to it. A burnt red, like a barn red or something like that we could add as well if we wanted to. So right now I'm not going to worry about it, but it may come to the point we want to do that. Okay. There's that. Okay, we got our background, y'all. We got our background. You guys can kind of see my 10-gallon hat on him. I'm gonna go ahead and dry this so I don't drag my arms through it while I'm trying to paint. I could put the canvas up behind me, but I don't think you guys could see really good where you're at. I have to move you guys over here to where my light, I don't have a light in it, in the arm. I am going to use a barn red color on his hat. I think that'll look good on his hat today. What do you guys think? Barn red or blue? Y'all tell me what color you think his hat would be. A good color. I don't know if you guys can see him or not. Let me show you. See, this is our scarecrow. What do you guys think about what color hat should we do? Y'all tell me. Y'all tell me. Y'all tell me. Now, I do have this really cool color. It's called burnt sienna. I think that's a good color we could use for his hat. More blue. We could do blue. Ray Adams, good to see you. Hi, Ray. How are you, hon? You think it needs more blue? Well, I'll tell you what. Let's do this for his hat, and we will go in with some blue in the background. What do you think? I think blue would be pretty in the background. This is a good color for a hat, y'all. I like this color. I like this color. Y'all, I am a hot mess today. Pay no attention to my hot mess hair and all the things. I'm gonna flip this around like this, and we're just gonna grab some up on this brush, and we're just gonna go right in after it, y'all. We're gonna go right in after it. This burnt sienna is kind of like an orangish color. This is definitely a fall color. Most definitely. But we're just gonna put his little hat right on here, y'all. These paints that I'm using, you guys, today are my dad's paints. I don't know, a lot of you probably don't know that my dad passed away last December. My mom gave me his paints, and so I'm using my father's stuff, especially on canvas, because these are the good paints for canvas. So I'm using those instead of just a cheap acrylic like I normally would use. And they look much nicer. Blue for the overalls. Well, we could do blue overalls on him. We could do that. We'll decide on that background color when we get to it, because there's a lot of stuff we're going to be doing here, y'all. It's going to be awesome looking. So I'm just going to kind of pull some of that dark right around here and just kind of let that extra heavy kind of lay on here and pull some color into this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to kind of pull that around and let it shade itself. See how it's kind of shading itself there? I'm just going to pull that around and let that do it. Let it do it to itself. Okay. I have so much fun painting, you guys. I don't paint enough. I really don't, because I really enjoy it, but I don't do a lot of it because it's time consuming. And Randy doesn't like when I paint on the page. He hates it. So I don't do it on the page because he just does not like me to paint. He's like, do you have to really paint? But I enjoy it. Okay. See his 10-gallon hat, y'all? I like those big hats like that. Those big hats are just cute. Okay. The sides of this canvas are not dry, and I keep putting my hands in it, y'all. Let me dry this real quick. Hang on a minute. I'm going to have to pull a little bit of this off here with the baby wipe because I have got it so thick over here on the side. Give me a second. I'm going to wipe this down, and we can always add more later because I have plenty of that color. I just don't want to run my hands in it and get it all over everything. Okay. Across there. Okay, let me dry this. Keep running my hands in it. Hi, Della. There we go. Ray, I hope you've been doing good, hon. We really miss you on the page. Hope you're doing good. I hope everything's going great for you. Okay, I need to go right here and around right here. Kind of pull that around. Okay. All right. Y'all, there's his little hat. That's a cute little hat. We're not completely done with his hat, but that's close. We got to do the bottom half of it. I have, I'm gonna come out just a little bit further right here with this. There we go. Much better. Okay, let me grab a smaller brush because I've got to run some of this down in this little crease right here. Like that right there. There we go. Okay. That looks pretty good to me, y'all. That looks pretty good. Okay, we're gonna do a, let's see here. His little face, I may have to get up and get a color, y'all. I may have to grab a color. Let me see if I can find a color I'm looking for here. If we can't find it, we'll mix it. If we can't find it, we'll mix it. There's not one there. Let me see if there's one here. Nope. What's this here? This says Sun-Kissed Peach. You know what? Y'all, I'm about out of all these colors. Isn't that awful? I've got tons of paints, but I'm about out of my acrylics. I've got to buy some more acrylics. I do. Let me look down here in my chalk paints and see what we got here. We'll use this one here. We'll use some chai latte and we'll add some, add another color to it. Because he's gonna be, y'all know he's got like a drop cloth type head because, you know, scarecrows are made of burlap or drop cloth or whatever it is. And I don't see any of you guys' comments. So if you are commenting, I don't see anything. Anyway, but we all know that they're made of like drop cloth or some kind of something, I don't know. So I'm gonna add a little bit of the sun-kissed peach to this to give it a little bit of color if there is any left in this bottle. If not, we'll have to get something. Come on. Y'all, this is just about empty, I think. I think it's just about empty. We don't have a lot left in there. We'll just see what we can do here. And I have another peach color down here I can grab. I just really didn't want to paint with chalk paints on my canvas, but I think I'm going to have to, y'all. I'm going to have to. This is called Dreamsicle. This is like a peach color. It's like a peach color. We're just going to mix a little bit of that with that, because that will give him the color he needs for, I don't know if you want to call it skin, but you know, it's kind of a drop clothy skin color. Well, that didn't lighten that up much. Let's try a little more of that. All I have is my comments on my phone. I didn't bring them up on my computer. I guess I could have, but I didn't do it. Okay, this is gonna be his color, y'all. This is like a drop cloth color. So this is what we're gonna be using for his face. Whether it be wrong or right, this is what we're using. And I've already got his eyes and everything drawn in. So I gotta go around all that stuff. I don't know why I done that, because I could have done it easily without it, but that's okay. That's okay. I just wanted to make sure everything was right, so I went ahead and drew it in. But I will go over the top of like his eyebrows and all that. We can always bring those back. It's just in pencil, so I might even still be able to see it when I get done here. Go over here, y'all. I gotta make sure I get his little head even here. I can't tell where my pencil marks are, so I'm just gonna kind of bring this down. We're guessing at it right now, y'all. I'm guessing at it. And that's okay. Sometimes you gotta do it. Well, his little face is kind of off a little, maybe. I don't know. We'll even it up here. We'll even it up. I'm just going over it where I drew the face in, you guys. It's so much easier to freehand this stuff instead of trying to go around all of it. I know what I want my face to look like, so it's all good. Eyes and all. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. We'll just draw it in with our brushes. I don't like to. I don't know why I drew that in first of all, because it don't do you any good to have to sit and try to go over that. Okay. So Ray, do you hang out on the tube more than you do on Facebook anymore? A lot of people do YouTube. I like YouTube. I like both though, to be honest. I just... Okay. All right, y'all see where we're going with this? You can kind of see him now. Okay. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do his little body here. His little, well, it's not a body. It's a drop cloth coming off his face here. Just gonna bring this down. This is going to be the part of, I call it drop cloth, y'all. I don't know, it's not a drop cloth. It's gunny sack or a burlap or something. I'm not sure which they're made of. I guess you can make them out of anything you want to. I'm gonna leave a little bit of color off of here for a minute while I fix the face, and then we'll go back and we'll add the rest of that. I just don't want to run them together because I need to be able to distinguish where his chin and stuff is, and we'll fix all that here in a minute. Okay. Whoops. Are y'all seeing now? Are you seeing it coming together now, finally? Okay, now I'm gonna go back and we're going to finish this hat here, and then we'll start filling in everything else, okay? So I'm gonna grab up a little bit of the raw umber. Now the light color is, or the light orange color is called burnt umber. This is called raw umber. It's just like a brown. It's like a dark brown. Okay. Grab some of this up, and we're going to go right here, and we're just going to kind of fill this part right here in. I think we're going to be having a painting class soon, you guys, but it's not going to be a scarecrow. I can promise you that. I haven't decided what it's going to be, but we're going to do something a little easier than this. This is not hard. Y'all hearing Randy yawning? He's in there yawning. Okay, let me show you guys. Are you seeing it now, you guys? It's starting to be cute. He's going to be cute, y'all. I'm telling you, he's going to be cute. Okay, get that on there real quick. We're gonna let that dry, and I'm just gonna go ahead and work on his face while that dries, and then we'll add another coat to that so that it's nice and covered. Actually, I'm trying to decide if I want to do that yet. No, I don't want to do that yet. Okay, we'll do his face now. Okay, let me go and grab me a small brush. Y'all, I took all of my brushes and did what they told me to do. They told me to boil them. Like when they start fraying like this, did you see that? They say to take boiling water and stick your brushes down in there and just shape them. That one didn't work, you guys. So that one's probably gonna hit the garbage can, because if they don't work, I'm not keeping them. Okay, let me get a black out here. I need a black. Do we have black? Is that black? Yeah, that's black. I don't need a lot of that. Stick that right there. Grab up some of this black. I'm gonna add some water to this, you guys, just to make it flow easier. I like my water. I like my paint to flow, and if you add water, that helps it to flow easier. It just helps it move around your canvas a lot easier. Okay, here we go, y'all. And I'm just gonna, I'm gonna paint in his little eyes. There's one. I'm trying to see if I can see the other one, because I can kind of see a little bit here. And of course, you guys, this is not going to be perfect. By no way, shape, or form, this is going to be perfect. I can promise you that. Because I am not a perfect painter. I enjoy painting, but I'm not any better than anybody else. Okay. Now, so that one's bigger than that one. That's okay, because we're going to fill them in, and then we'll worry about that. Oh, thank you, Della. I appreciate you. I'm glad you guys think so. I really am. But like I said, I just play is all I do. I'm just going to pull his little eyes in here. I'm going to make that one a little bit bigger because this one here was bigger, so we want them to be the same size or close to it. Baby. I must have went back in the room back there. All right. Let's see here. It's so much easier when I have it up on my easel. I've got a desktop easel, but it's busy right now. It's going to be used for my event, and I've got stuff on it, so let me hold that back here. That's close enough, y'all. See, his eyes are not perfect, but they're close enough to the same size. Okay? Close enough, because we're not going to worry about him being perfect. I'll pull a little bit more there, and I'll pull a little bit more right here, so that that'll maybe even that up a little bit. Okay. Now I'm just going to go ahead, and I'm going to draw in his little eyebrows right here on the side. We're going to give him some eyebrows. He's got to have some eyebrows, so he has some character. See his eyebrows? Then we're going to bring in some, we're going to put some, just some little lines for his expression. What's the matter? Is it pouring down? That's why I couldn't get in my pool. I told you. All right, see his little eyes, you guys? How we put it? Yeah, I'm on YouTube. Well, I guess it is pouring down. That explains everything, doesn't it? Y'all, it's just pouring rain here. I was wondering what all that noise was. Now I know. Now I know. All right, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to put his nose in here, y'all. And we're just going to kind of make a nice big triangular nose. And it doesn't have to be perfect, you guys. It does not have to be perfect. Okay, because we're gonna worry about this in a minute as far as getting it next to perfect when we paint it in. As you can see, it's not perfect at all. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and we're going to put his little smile in here, y'all. We want to go ahead and give him a little bit of an expression. So I'm just going to pull this here and that one there, because that's where my smile is going to be, between those two. So we're just going to kind of go up and down. Just like that. And we're just going to make his smile look really nice. Okay. I'm just going to kind of go over this and widen it in the center here. That'll help make it look like it's kind of open a little bit, maybe. Y'all. You'll see that how it's a little wider in the center. Okay, and we're gonna do some X's across it, y'all, because you know he's a scarecrow, so we gotta add some little X's across his little mouth to make it look like he's been sewn up. See that? Okay. I'm just going across that. Okay. Now, set this to the side because we'll use that brush again here in just a second. All right, I'm gonna rinse this one out. We're gonna use this one again too. Okay, I'm gonna use some turquoise in his eyes, y'all. We're gonna use, I think this is what it's called, or is it called, it's phthalo green. But it's to me, it's like a turquoise color. It's very pretty. Okay, let me dry, I'm gonna dry his eyes real quick. We got black on here, y'all. There's a lot of black. Spread that out just a little bit over here as well. Okay. Now I'm just gonna get my brush back in there and clean it, and then we'll grab that up. Okay, I'm gonna grab just a little bit of this green on here. See what I mean by, that's a phthalo green, but I think it looks like a turquoise. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna form his eyes. I'm gonna do like a U. It's just gonna be like a U in his eyes. We're gonna start halfway, and I'm just gonna kind of pull down in a U shape. And then I'm gonna go right here, and we're gonna do the same thing, halfway down and pull down. And we're gonna have to do this a couple of times, y'all, so you can see the color, because it is, the black is behind it, so you're not seeing a lot of it. Let me show y'all. Can you guys see that? I don't know if you can or not, but it's there. But I'm just gonna do the same thing here. I'm just gonna kind of pull down, and then I'm gonna go right back over here on this side, and we're gonna pull it right back down again. We're gonna come down from this side and pull down. And like I said, there's a lot of black behind it, so we're gonna have to do a couple of coats so you can see it. Same with that one. Okay, let me dry this and we'll put another coat on. You guys can see that or not. It's starting to darken up. The more I go over it, the more it's darkening up. I'm going to add a little bit of light to that as well. We're going to add some white on here too. Can you all see the green now? I think you can. Okay, let me grab some, do I have white here? Yeah, I do. Okay. Oh wait, I got some white right there. Okay, I'm just going to clean that brush up. And I'm going to grab a round brush, you guys. A round brush is a brush that literally looks round. When you look at it from that angle, it's round like your paintbrush. That's what a round brush is. So I'm gonna grab that, and we're just gonna go right below this, and we're gonna add some white. Hey, Randy. He's back in his room, y'all. I knew it would only last 2 seconds. He's back in there working again, so I was gonna have him send out a telegram so more people could come. I just didn't think about it, or I would have. All right, y'all can see the white there. Okay. Now I'm gonna leave that and let that dry for a second. We'll put some more on there, but meanwhile, let me grab a little bit of a brighter turquoise. I think I want this lighter one this time. Let's do the lighter. What's Randy up to today? Della, he's working, sister. He's packing orders. Packing orders. That's why he was supposed to go to work for his brother today, but we had orders that he needed to get out first. That's first and foremost. Here at home is first and foremost, and then if he's able to, he can go to work for his brother after the fact. But we want to make sure that you guys get your orders before he goes to work for his brother, because this is our business and we have to keep it going. So, all right, y'all, I'm adding some of this turquoise in with the phthalo green. Just kind of blending and mixing them. And I like the way that looks. That looks pretty good. Looks pretty good, my friends. I'll pull a little white up in here. I got onto that white a little bit, and I think I like the way that looks. Okay, I'm going to grab the same thing, and we're going to go over in this eye and do the same. Right up there, and just kind of add that to that phthalo green. Grab just a tad of white on there. Run some white through here just to kind of highlight it a little bit. Okay. Now you guys can see his little eyes. Now you can see. Thank you, Imogene. I appreciate you, friend. You're so sweet to me. You guys are so good to me. Okay, there's that part, y'all. Okay, now we're gonna grab up some red. I want some red for his, let's see what color red this is. This is just a crimson red. Oh, my hair's doing some funky stuff. If you guys only seen the top of my head, holy cow, you guys, I look like a Bozo the Clown. I told Randy, I said, I'm gonna go live. I said, but I've gotta do something with his hair. And I put a hat on. So that's how that happened. All right, this is gonna be his nose, y'all, this crimson red is. Look at that pretty barn. It's like almost like a barn red. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And we will have to go over this a few times because you're gonna see where that black line is right there, and I'm not gonna like that very well, but that's okay. We can make it work. We'll make it work. One way or the other. Let me see if I can get this filled in real quick, and then I will show y'all. Trying to even his little nose up here because his nose wasn't the best. But it will be when we're done with it, y'all. I'll show you so far. Isn't he going to be cute, you guys? I think he's going to be adorable. Let me dry this nose and let's get some more of this on here. And then hats too, totally bling out. I have a lot of blinged out hats. I've got, I'm going to tell you guys, I was going through my closet. I've got like 20 some hats. I think it's like 23 or 24 or something like that. And I've got some that's really blinged out. I've got leopard ones. I've got concert hats. I've got a hat that Randy bought me from a baseball field. I've got this hat. I've got one that talks about my dog. One that talks about farm hair don't care. I've just got tons of hats. I love hats. I've got one's got a cross on it. One's got the USA on it. They just go on for days. But I like hats. I like them really well. Okay. Well, I'm trying to get this to round off like the other side. I'm not liking that at all. I may have to take some of that drop cloth color on top of this to fix that nose because I'm not liking that at all. It doesn't look like I want it to. I want it to be more rounded right there. Okay, and you can still see the black, but I'm okay with that. I'm not worried about that. Okay, what do y'all think? Are you guys liking him so far? I think he's super cute. I think he's really cute. All right, I am gonna grab up that line brush again. We're gonna put some lashes on him while I'm thinking about it, because if I don't think about it, then I won't do it. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're just gonna run some lashes right here on the edge. Let me wet that down again. That's starting to dry up. Gotta have some moisture in that paint or it won't glide right. Put a couple lashes there. Just like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this black and we're going to go all the way around this eye. I'm going to start right here and I'm just going to kind of go all the way around my eye. That way it encases all your colors and all your stuff all together. And it makes it look so much better. See this one here? We've went around this one here all together, but see how it looks so much better than this one over on this side? So now we're gonna do the other one. It just makes it look more finished. It gives it that finished look. And I am gonna go back on this one more time. So I'm gonna go a little thicker on my line right there because I like it to be outlined really nicely. Okay, let's do this one here now. Okay, that looks much better, you guys. Much, 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 much better. I'm loving it. Okay. See his little eyes? They're not done yet though, y'all. We gotta put highlights in his eyes and stuff because that is what makes the when the eyes start sparkling, that's what brings it to life. So I generally wait till the end to do that, but I think I'm gonna do it right now just to show y'all. You can use a stylus or you can use the end of a paintbrush. You can use pretty much anything. I'm just gonna put some little dots in his eyes to kind of bring him to life. And I'm just gonna use white paint. So I'm just gonna dip down that white paint and I'm just gonna kind of add a dot right here. And I'm just gonna kind of waller it around just to make it a little bit bigger. Pull that right out of there. We're gonna do the same thing right here. I'm just gonna tap it down there and I'm just gonna kind of waller it around to make it bigger. Okay, now pull that out of there. And now look, with the sparkle in his eyes, see how that brought him to life? Isn't that sweet, y'all? There's a lady at the Albertsons that wants me to bling out her hat for her. I'm working on one. Awesome, Della. That is awesome, girl. Put it in the group so I can see it, Della. Put it in our crafting group because I'd really like to see that. Okay, I think I'm gonna add another dot to his eyes, you guys, just a small one. I'm gonna flip my stylus upside down and I'm just gonna add a couple of dots right here at the bottom. That's gonna make that sparkle a little bit too. Because I don't know, there's just something about that sparkle in the eye where the light's hitting it. It kind of helps it to really make him come to life. All right, y'all seeing that? It's like you can see right down in those eyes. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, clean my brush off here. And my stylus. We can put this away. Okay, now down here, you guys, I told you we were gonna do something with down here. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that skin cut tone. Well, first of all, let's clean his nose up first. Let's clean his nose up like I told you I wanted to. Okay, what I'm wanting to do is I think I'm gonna come in right here and I'm gonna get rid of this black right here, first of all. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of go over it with that skin tone. We're gonna hide that, you guys. What I'm doing is I'm gonna fix where we messed up on our nose, okay? So I'm just gonna kind of pull that upward like that. And I'm going to, I'll show y'all what I did. I took off part of the nose. And I'm gonna go in and fix it because it's just paint, y'all. You can cover paint with paint. And then next thing you know, you're gonna have a cute little scarecrow. Because you wanna make sure that you've got it covered. And I'm also, y'all, look what happened right there. I added that paint. I wanted to paint over a little bit of this because it's kind of, you can kind of see the canvas coming through there. So I'm just going to paint a little bit over this to cover up some of those lines. I'm going to let that dry there on his nose, and I'll just do this real quick around him and get him another coat on him so that he looks better. We got to put hair on him and everything still yet. Okay. Oops. Some dark in that brush, you guys. I left some dark in that brush, so I gotta be careful. I don't brush hard because it's putting that dark on there. Okay, now that does look a lot better now that we added the extra paint to it. I'm gonna do the same down below here. We're just gonna go ahead and finish this as well. Get another coat on this because this is all gonna be the same color. You know what, I'm just gonna go ahead. We're gonna mix these together because I can put his chin in when we do the darkening of it. Okay. I just needed to know where his chin was gonna be before I added his nose or his face and stuff, y'all. Because when you you want to know where your placement's gonna be. You want to make sure your face is big enough for your where you're putting your eyes and your nose and all that. Okay, show y'all. So much better that looks now that we got some of that on there. Now, there is some still that needs to be gone across. I don't know if I can get close up to that as I really need to, but I'm trying my best to get in there as close as I can so that it doesn't look bad. I think that'll be good enough. Once it dries, I don't think you'll even know. I don't think you'll even know. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna work on that nose a little bit more. Thank you, Della. I appreciate you, friend. You're so sweet. Okay, now I still see some places that need more of this paint. So I'm just gonna go ahead and keep adding until I feel like it's right, you guys, because if we don't, then it's just gonna look really funny. This is another reason I don't like to use chalk paint on canvas, because chalk paint is a dry paint and it looks really, it looks funny on canvas, I think. I don't like using chalk paint when I'm painting, but when you don't have a choice, you gotta use it. And I didn't have the colors I needed, so that's why we're using it. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit, show y'all. I'm gonna take a little bit of this color and I'm gonna grab up a little bit of this brown color and we're gonna mix it together just like this. And see how that darkened that right there? Right in that one little area. I'm gonna add a little bit of this red color with it as well. Let's just add a little more of that. We're adding the burnt sienna and the burnt umber, or the raw umber and the burnt umber. We're adding those together. And then I'm just gonna go right here below where his chin is supposed to be. And we're just gonna add a little shadow right here. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna look like that's his neck area. It's just gonna turn that right into his neck. It's like the shadow of his face on there. Okay, can y'all see that? Okay, and then I'm just gonna take the regular color that I had. I'm just gonna mix this in with that regular color. And I'm just gonna kind of work my way up. Oh, hang on a minute, I got too much on my brush. There we go. Okay, I'm just gonna make this a little thinner because you don't need it to be real thick for that shadow. Don't need it real thick. Just kind of thin that out and just kind of pull your brush into it with that color. Just kind of work it in there. Just like that. Okay. Go ahead and cut across this too. Just let all that just kind of work its way. That's still going to show, even though I went over it, it's still going to be darker, y'all. It's still going to be darker. Okay. All right, let me dry that. Okay. See how it's darker down there? That gives it the shadow effect that we were after. Okay, now we're gonna start working on this nose again real quick. Okay. Clean that out. I'm gonna roll this around this way. I want to make my nose nice and chunky over on this side as well as the other side. So I'm gonna take it like this and I'm just gonna kind of round that off and pull it up just like that. Did we get it? Let me see here. That's looking better, y'all. That's looking better. We're not quite there. I need more chunk out there to the side right here. More that rounded like that right there, maybe. I hope that's it. I think that's it, y'all. I think that's it. That looks super cute. Okay, now I need to go up here to the top, and we need to fix this top of his nose right here. Kind of pull that down to it. I think that looks pretty good. I think it looks pretty good. Okay, let's dry that. Okay, we're gonna add another coat of the red, you guys, just because we can. I'm trying to cover up that black is what I'm trying to cover up. I don't know if I can get it covered up or not. We'll see. He is really cute. Hi, Brenda. How are you, hon? See, it's starting to look a lot better. A lot better. Okay, now we're going to use our skinny brush. We need some more water because our black is starting to dry out again. Y'all just keep it wet. That's all you got to do is just keep it wet so that it flows good. Here we go. We're going to just kind of pull that around and down. Okay, I went a little lower on that on purpose. I want to add some more right here because the other side had got a little more right down there. There we go. I think I got it, y'all. I think we got it. Now his little nose is a little kind of crooked right here at the top, but I'm not worried about that. We're just going to leave it. We're going to leave it. My nose is crooked a little too, y'all, where I got hit with a baseball when I was a kid and broke my nose. But look at him, you guys. Isn't he precious so far? Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm excited. He's so cute. He's starting to be really cute. Okay. Set that line brush out of the way once again. Now, you guys, I'm going to go back in. Like I told you, we were going to go back in and hit this again because I was waiting for that to dry. Okay. We were waiting for that to dry. I don't know what brush I used for that. No, that's not it. No, I got a bunch of brushes that I've got dirty here because I was doing stuff earlier. Okay, I need the brown, the dark brown, the raw umber. I'm just going to go back over the top of this and finish that off. Now his hat, you guys, I love the way this looks. The burnt umber, I love the way that is looking, so I'm not going to redo that. I don't want to fill it in anymore. I like the way it looks like it's, I don't know. I like the way the strokes of the brush show on that. So I'm going to leave that. So I think it's super cute. But that, I don't like the brushes showing because this is supposed to be the inside of the hat right here. Okay, there we go. That looks much better. Much, much better. I can't stay for a whole, my Bible study class starts soon. And you know what? That is fine, Miss Della. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you being here, sister. I understand completely. I never, ever would keep you from Bible study class. That's for dang sure. All right, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to outline his whole entire face and his body right here. That way we can get that done. I always like to go back and outline everything. It just makes it pop up off that canvas a little bit better. I think it makes it look much better than it did. So we're just going to just bring that on here and we're just going to outline him. help to make it look better, I think. And as you can see, I'm not worrying about getting it exactly because, like I said, this is whimsical, y'all. I don't want it to be exact because you can see where I leave some white shining through and the whole 9 yards. I'm not worried about it because it's whimsy. Y'all, we got our little crow over here on the side we got to paint too. It's gonna be so cute. Okay. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and outline the top of the hat right here. See how that little bit of shadowing really, with that outline like that, it really kind of, I don't know, it just makes it all come together. I think it does anyway. And usually this is one of the last things I do. I don't know why I'm jumping ahead this far, but that's just how I decided to do it today. I don't know. Now I'm going to go right here. That just makes his little neck look like it's scrunched up. Bye, Della. Okay, now we're gonna put some hair on him real quick, y'all. Let me grab some yellows. We need some yellows, some golds, and I've got a brown, a couple browns out already, so we don't need anything besides that. So I'm gonna grab some gold. If I can get that to come out of there. Uh-oh, y'all, we're running low on gold. Low on gold. There it comes. I don't need a lot, just a little bit, okay? And I think, you guys, that background, I'm trying to think of what color. Y'all be thinking what color would be good on that background. I'm gonna put some, I think we're gonna put some blue overalls on him. I don't have them on him right now, but we're gonna put some blue overalls. And I also need a shirt color. I don't know what color shirt to put on him. So we need to think about that too. Okay, let me think here. All right, hair, that's what we're doing, hair. We're doing hair. Okay, I'm gonna use a round brush, you guys, for his hair. I'm just gonna grab up some of this yellow, which y'all are gonna see. You're not gonna be able to see this yellow really good till I add some browns and stuff in here, but I'm just gonna kind of, I'm just gonna kind of come in and I'm gonna start throwing down some yellows. I don't know exactly how I want his hair to look, but I will once I get it all coming off here, because I'm gonna add some browns here. Let's do some browns real quick, because the browns is your darker color, and that's the color you're gonna see the most of, is your browns. And then your yellow will highlight that brown. So I'm just gonna kind of pull a little bit here and there on him. Okay, see his hair, y'all? Now are you guys seeing my vision? Are you seeing my vision yet? See his hair coming out there? Let me get some more of this brown. We're gonna go over on this side and we're gonna work on his hair over here as well. I need to put some in the center here though, because it's gonna have to have hair going every which way but loose. I like it kind of flippy. I think the flippiness is really cute. I'm just gonna kind of pull that in there. We'll go right here. We're gonna do the same here. We're gonna pull it in, pull it out, pull it in, pull it out, pull it in, pull it out. Just a little bit here and there. Okay, now like I said, we're gonna add some yellows and some golds in with this also. Do a little bit coming down from the top here. A few pieces, I don't need a lot, just some, so it looks like he's got some hair poking out from his hat here. I'm gonna add some yellows in with that. Okay, now I'm gonna grab up my yellows. I'm gonna use the same exact brush, you guys. I'm not even changing brushes. Are you gonna use this for a door prize for your sheet? I don't know, I might. I very well might. You wouldn't believe the stuff we got for door prizes. We got some awesome door prizes. Y'all, I'm telling you, this retreat is gonna be a good one. It really is. I think I'm gonna enjoy this one probably, if not as, I would say, I want to say better than the last one, but I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. Let me dry this brown, y'all. It's just kind of smudging in with it. I very well might, though, Lisa, because that's something that I do have some door prizes I've made. So this might be a good one for that. No, I just wanted to paint the scarecrow. I've been wanting to paint one, and I thought, why not? We'll just go live. Y'all, I'm gonna grab some burnt sienna and put in here as well. It's gonna match his hat, but I'm not gonna put a lot, just enough to kind of add a little color. And it is gonna match his hat a little bit, but that's okay, because I just wanna throw some more dark down here, but I don't want it all to be that deep dark brown. I wanna add just a little bit of color in here as well. It's just like a red hair. Okay, so I'm throwing that down. Trying to decide on a yellow, y'all. This yellow is really, really light. I have other yellows we could use. Put on my brush here, get that off there. Because that brown is just kind of smudging in with it, and I really don't want it to smudge. I want it to kind of stand out. We'll have to do a few yellow pieces here and there just to kind of get it to stand out there. There we go, that's a little bit better. This is just gonna kind of make it look like it's a 3D type with all the different colors. Let me show y'all. Can you see his hair there, how it's starting to take shape? It's kind of strawish, I guess. Ish. Ish. I'm just throwing it everywhere, y'all. It doesn't really matter. Do a little bit coming down from his hat here, a little yellow. I don't know if anybody would even want this for a door prize though, Lisa. Who knows? They might. But I do have some cute stuff, y'all. I'm telling you, the swag bags are phenomenal this year. They are really good this year. I'm super thrilled. I am thrilled about the swags this year. I've worked really hard on those this year. All right, let me show you guys. See how it's starting to look cute, y'all? I think he's starting to look adorable. But I do want another color of yellow. That yellow is bright. It's a good yellow, but I want to add, here's a gold color. Maybe we can use this gold. That other gold was kind of dry, y'all. I don't know if this will be good or not. Let's try this one and see if this helps. If not, then we will, that adds a little bit of depth to it, or a little bit of color to it. Let's add a little bit of this gold, and then I may get a lighter yellow still yet. Because when you do this, it's lots of layers, y'all. Lots and lots of layers. Lots and lots of layers. And I just dropped that into my paint. Dropped it into my paint. Okay. Okay, I'd say his hair's starting to get kind of full, so we better watch what we're doing. We don't want to get too much going on here because we want it to, we don't want him to look funky. There we go, bring some more of that up here. There we go. A little bit of yellow right here. Okay, that looks pretty good, you guys. I'm kind of happy with that. I do want a little bit flipping out here like that, though. There we go. Okay. See his hair? He's cute, y'all. He is cutie. All those different layers and different colors. That's what I like. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. Alrighty. I like him. I like him a lot. I hope you guys do. I think he's super cute. I'm gonna bring that down. It's kind of up there. Okay. Let's get. How did the potato cakes? He loved them. He loved them, Lisa. I did a video on him. I haven't put it on yet. Look at my hair, y'all. I haven't put it on yet, but he was all over that this morning. He was like, yes. Okay, let's do our little crow. I'm gonna grab a little bit more black. Where's my black at? Did I have it up here? No. Right there it was in my hand, y'all. What am I thinking? Let's do some more black here because I want to do our little crow. And I had a little, I guess that'll work. We'll use this one that we was doing the hair with. But yeah, I made those for him this morning, Lisa. He's moved on since then, though. I made all the potato, well, not all of them. I put some back in the refrigerator, but he ate every one of them that I cooked. And I told him, I said, you don't have to have it all this morning. We can make some more tomorrow morning. Because there was a lot of potatoes left over. And so he was like, all right. So I made him some up and put them on the bar in the kitchen, or not the bar, whatever you want to call it, the island in the kitchen. And he would walk by and grab one every time he walked by. So he had a bunch of them and then turned around and had more when he was walking by. Okay, this is our little crow, you guys. He's going to look like a funny little crow, but that's okay. I don't care if he does. He's going to be cute. He's going to be a cute little crow. Oh gosh, I don't know how to do that. We'll use white to go around the eyes. We'll have to do something because he's all black. I'm like, okay, how do I do that? That's what we'll do. We'll just fill it all in and then we'll come back and we'll do the little face. Okay, I am going to go around his little tootsies here, his feet. I made him some little feet here. Randy. What are you doing? Okay. You were just now snoring. Y'all, he was snoring. What'd you do? Sit down waiting for it to cut and fall asleep? Y'all, he's something else. I can't hear you. I know. He was snoring, you guys. Yes, I'm still alive. I'm painting. No, I could hear you snoring. And I think everybody else could too. He goes, and you're talking about me snoring? Hi, Dorothy. How are you, honey? What'd you say, babe? Rain's getting to you? Okay. Let me just show you guys. See our little crow sitting there? We're going to make him cute. He's going to be cute, cute, cute. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and dry this. I like having the heat tool, you guys, because it does dry the canvas faster. Okay. Rinse this out. I'm going to start over again. We're going to have to go back across that again, y'all. That black is just kind of smudgy looking. But it won't be once we go back across it. It just needs 2 coats. Most of your paints will need 2 coats, unless it's a chalk paint. That's the only kind of paint that doesn't need 2 coats usually. And most of the time it does too, so depending on what kind you're using. Just a quick run over again, and that should do the job. Okay, Now, let me try it one more time. Did you, Dorothy? Well, I hope he's doing good. Okay, orange. I need orange. Is this orange? This is called vermilion. Vermilion. This isn't an orange, I guess. Let's see here. I got lots of reds. I don't need red. I need orange. I guess we'll use this. We'll see what it looks like. All these paints, like I told you guys, were my dad's. So I don't know what's good and what's not because I haven't used a lot of them. Okay, let me see here. Kind of feels odd painting with his stuff because I watched him for years paint. I'm thankful that my mom gave them to me though. I need a little bitty brush is what I'm after. I think this one will work. I just want to put some orange on his little feetsies right here. I'm just gonna making some little orange feet for our little crow. There we go. Okay, that looks pretty good. We'll let those dry and we'll do another coat on them. It was nice to, oh, that's nice. I'm glad that you got a chance to, Dorothy. That's awesome. I'm happy for you, honey. All right, you guys, and I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I am gonna take a little bit of white and I'm gonna go in on this crow here and I'm going to do his, I'm gonna outline his eyes right here. This is the wrong brush to do this with. I don't know why I chose this brush. I don't know why I chose it. Let's do this one here. I like this brush better. Okay, here we go. All right, we're gonna go in with his little eyes, which you guys, this is whimsical. Keep that in mind. It's not gonna be like, it's not gonna look just like a crow because it is whimsical. Okay. Just going with the white of his eyes here. And they're not gonna be perfect. All right, there's his little eyes. Thank you, Carolyn. I appreciate you, friend. All right, and I'm also gonna do a white on his beak, and then we'll go in with yellow after I put the white on. And the reason is because the yellow won't show up if we just do the yellow. Normally I would do a gray because gray shows better, but we're just gonna go ahead and do the white since I have it out. And maybe it'll be a gray color because of the black. I don't know. I doubt it, but we can pretend, can't we? Okay. Okay. There's this little beak. Okay, and I'm gonna grab up some yellow. I'm just gonna go right back in with the yellow. Now you'll be able to see that yellow because it was so dark, there was no way you was gonna see that. At least now you'll be able to. He's a cute crow, y'all. He's a cute one. Okay. Oh, darn it, I got that right on there. I did not mean to do that. Let me see if I can get that off there. Well, I took a bunch of it off, but that's okay. Took too much of it off, y'all. I took way too much of it off. Give me some more white here involved in this. Come on, white. Tap that on there. Then we'll add more yellow. There we go. I got that one part off of it though. That's good. Okay. Now I'm gonna grab up some yellow. We're gonna dry that first. Okay. Get some yellow. Okay, there we go. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Can't say I'm not happy with it. I think it's kind of cute. Are you seeing it so far, you guys? He's cute sitting there. I think he's adorable. Okay, we got to give him some eyes. Let's do, I think I'm just going to do dark eyes, you guys, because crows have dark eyes. So we're just going to do black, I think. Just going to pull some black right through those little eyes. Just going to kind of make them really, really dark. Because he's a crow. Actually, I'm going to come up here like this, I think. I'll leave a little bit of white around that area, and I'm just going to do all this in dark right here. That's what I'm going to do. There we go, that's better. Just give him big old pupils. Okay, and then I'm gonna grab a little bit of white, and I'm just gonna dot in these pupils, and I'm gonna put a little bitty white line right there. Okay, so I'm gonna dot, and a little bitty white line. Okay, let me show y'all. See his little eyes? He is cute, y'all. He's adorable. He's a cutie pie. Okay, let's see. Let's see what else I need to do. I am going to grab some of this green up that we have on the background, and I'm just going to kind of go around and put a little definition on this little crow, because I did not get down in there where I had those stripes. So I just want to kind of clean that up a little bit right around him. And that'll all dry, you guys. I will probably put another layer on the green when we get off of here, but I'm not going to do it right now with y'all on here. Okay, I'm going to use a little bit of white. I'm going to add some water, y'all. You know how I am. I got to keep that paint loose so it flows easily. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of water to this. I'm going to get that white flowing. And I'm just going to grab a little white, and I'm going to outline his wings a little bit right here, just to kind of show where his wings are. Like that right there. And we're going to come over here, and his other little wings right over here, like that. That'll kind of give you an idea. There we go. See that? You can kind of see where his little wings are that way. Okay, and I am going to put a little white line right here above on his beak, just to kind of highlight that beak a little bit. That yellow did not show up real good on that beak, y'all. I was hoping for a darker beak, but it's just not going to take it, I don't think. Wait, let's try this one more time. Maybe it is going to. Maybe it is. There we go. It's starting to look a little darker. Let's try to just layer that on there. Yay! It is taking it. Thank you, Dorothy. Okay, I'm going to dry this. How many we have in here? We have 11. Y'all, thank you guys for all being here. I was gonna ask Mr. Randy to send out a telegram when he was in there, y'all, and I forgot. Okay. All right, that looks pretty good. And I'm gonna do some little white lines on his little feetsies just to kind of highlight a little bit. There we go. And I'm going to do the same with this little guy here. I am going to put another coat of the red, you guys. His nose needs more red. It just does. It just does. This is why I haven't done much to him yet, because it needs more red. And I wanted it to dry really good. add a little bit more hair, and then we're going to dry it, and then we'll highlight and low light it. Okay, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. We got a little bit right there. There we go. Okay. Okay, so let me dry this and we'll do some highlights and lowlights on this little nose. Okay, I'm gonna take this and we're going to add some white to it. We're gonna do some crisscrosses across his nose, y'all. Do some crisscrosses with some white paint. Make sure I don't have much on there because I don't want a lot. Okay, we're just gonna kind of, just a little bit here. Not flowing. Really light touch. Okay. See the little checkerboard pattern I put on him? Okay, I'm going to add a low light down below his nose. So you want to use the skin tone color that you used and a little bit of a darker color, and you're going to make a shadow with that is what you're going to do. Kind of like we did earlier for his neck. I'm just going to take a little bit of his skin tone. I'm going to take a little bit of that brown. We're just going to mix those together. It's not going to be much different, but it's going to be a little different. And when we go to put it down here, you're going to see a shadow down here under his nose. And all that does is it just helps it to look 3D. It's just going to give it that 3D look. A little bit of that in there. We're going to add a little more here. I just want a little bit of darkness. I don't need a lot, just a little bit, enough to kind of make a little bit of a shadow right here below his nose. Okay. Can you all see the shadow I put down there? Okay, and I'm also going to put a little bit of a shadow right here below his hat. I want to do a little bit of darkness there below his hat because that's going to, I don't want it to be too dark. I keep feeling like I got that too dark. Yeah, it is too dark. Let me add a little bit more of the white color, the lighter color. Okay, here we go. Get some of that off there. Just going to kind of go in right here. Just going to add some darkness right here under his hat because that's where it's going to be shadowed. And his hair needs to go up a little higher. Let me see here. Let's get some of this hair. There we go. Okay. We're gonna add some black. We're gonna add a little bit of black, you guys, to this hair. And what this is gonna do is it's just gonna kind of like be the underneaths of the hairs, and it's just gonna kind of make it look more detailed, okay? Just gonna kind of bring out a little more detail on his hair. Okay, let me get that. Okay, here we go. Just gonna add just a few little bits of black in here just to kind of pull that detail in. Okay. You guys can see that or not, but I'll show you here in a sec. Okay, whoops. See the black, how it brought the detail into the hair? That hair almost looks green, y'all. That hair almost looks green. We may have to do some more blondes on top of that. I'm not liking that. It almost looks green. I'm not into green hair. But that's okay. We'll fix it if we need to. Bring some of that in there. Just bring that out. What you doing, baby? I was going to ask you if you'd send out a telegram. Well, we're about done now. Well, I mean, you can if you want. I mean, if some want to come in and watch for the finishing touches, they can. Because I only have 11 people. And you know that there would be a lot more if we sent out a telegram. Well, maybe not a lot more, but you know. Well, I gotta just tell them that I'm live. Just say Beth is live on YouTube. She's not too far from being done if you want to come and watch. So I don't care what you tell them. Hi, Jody. How are you, sis? I hope you're doing good, girlfriend. All right, we're going to do some overalls, you guys. So what I need to do is we need to just distinguish where his overalls are going to go. Let me grab, I have a perfect color for overalls. Hang on. It's right here. It's called Night Sky. I love this color. It reminds me of blue jean every time I use it. Every time. Look at that. Isn't that a good color? But it reminds me of blue jeans every single time I wear it, but it does need shook up, I think. It needs shook up.
There you go.
Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. Yeah, because we got 11 in here right now. I mean, I don't care how many I have, but I know that a lot of people like to watch. So, all right, let's see here. You like tacos? I like tacos too. Okay, we're just gonna come right off his shoulders, y'all. I got some shoulders right here. We're just gonna kind of come down this way. We're gonna make some overalls here. These are gonna be our straps, and of course we're gonna have to paint the shirt too. But I don't know what color I'm gonna do the shirt.
You need me to make you a sandwich?
No, you can put that in the refrigerator. I haven't eaten, and I was gonna eat something, but I forgot. I know. How do you forget to eat? I do. I'm sorry. I haven't eaten today, y'all. I forget to eat. Huh? Yeah, I had to dig something out of the trash. Kay sent something and I threw it away. Kay sent stuff, you guys, and I threw it in the trash. I'm still here, Lori says. Hi, Lori. How are you, girlie? Okay. I'm just kind of making this, trying to make it look like overalls, y'all. I've never done overalls. I don't know how to do overalls. But I know they're straps, so we're doing straps. And this is not the best brush to be using either, but that's okay. We're going to make it work, whether it's the right brush or not. I have to grab another one here, because it's just going all kinds of funky on me. Okay, let me grab a different brush, you guys. That one's kind of messed up. Right here, here's a good one. Okay. And like I said, y'all, this may or may not be perfect. I don't know. I just playing's all I'm doing. Just playing. We did one similar to this, you guys, in private group. I think I'm just going to put like the very top of the overalls going across here. But I think the straps need to be wider. Let's make these straps a little bit wider. These overalls have pretty wide straps. Not super wide, but they do have wide ones. Yeah. But we did it on a charger. And it's a little different than this one. Look at it. Whoops. That looks cute. That looks cute, you guys. Hi, Miss Kay. How are you? I didn't go to my pool, Miss Kay, because it started raining. And plus the sun was, I went to go out to begin with, and the sun was over the trees, so I didn't have any sun. And then turn around, it started pouring. So, yeah, it was a lose-lose for me today. No sun for me today. Okay, and I'm just going to go ahead and just bring it across that edge, you guys. I'll bring it right on over that edge. And you guys, all of y'all, would you guys spread those blessings if you can here on YouTube? I'd really appreciate it. Tell your family and friends to come hang out with us. All the things. I'm not even sure how to do that, you guys. I don't do a lot of YouTube other than when I go live. I haven't been live on YouTube for a while. Okay. This is very, very, very whimsical, y'all, because nothing is straight. Everything's crooked. It's just a mess. But it's fun. It is fun. Look at that, y'all. Isn't he fun? I think he's cute. I think he's cute. He's fun. Okay. Now we need to think of a color shirt. What color shirt should we do, y'all? Somebody said we needed more blue on this, but do we want a blue shirt with blue overalls? What color shirt should we do? I don't know what color, y'all. What do you think? I don't know what color, y'all. I've got a dark blue. We could do a dark blue, like a, what color is this? This is called, that's called phthalo blue as well. Now you tell me, is that phthalo green or phthalo blue, the other one? Hang on a minute, y'all. That don't make no sense. Oh, that's phthalo green. This is phthalo blue. Should we, Miss K says red. Okay, we can do red. We can do red. We can do red. Now I'm gonna do a different red than what we did with his nose. I did crimson for his nose. So let's do, this is called deep red. We'll do deep red. We'll do deep red for his shirt. I'm not gonna set that up there, okay. Oh, y'all, I just made a big old mess. I just sprayed everywhere. But that's okay. Wouldn't be the first time I made a mess, that's for sure. That is for sure. Okay. We got a deep red, y'all. That's what we're gonna do his shirt in. That looks like the same color as his nose. That's all right. Okay. Hi, Susan. How are you, friend? I hope you're doing good. Okay. Is Whitney in here? Oh, you miss Whitney. Yeah, I talked to her earlier today. Her dad called and then she hung up with me, so she I miss her too. I wish she'd come back. I really do, but she's not going to, y'all, I don't think. She said she's just too busy to mess with it. And I said, Whitney Leanne, I said, you need to get back on there. I said, you are so good at what you do. She's like, you never know, Mom. One day you may look up and I may be live. I said, well, I said, I really wish you would. I said, there's a lot of people that really like you. But she's got a lot going on with the kids. I understand. I really do. Because the kids keep her busy. But Whitney is a really good artist, you guys. She's taught me a lot about painting and stuff. I mean, she was an artist long before I was. Because she has always, when she was a kid, that's all she did was draw and paint and draw and paint. I bought more artist stuff than probably any parent out there. Randy and I, that was always our go-to for her birthdays and Christmas and stuff, because she loved to paint and stuff and draw. She did that all the time. That, and she always loved to read and write. When she was young, she used to write books. Did you guys know that Whitney was a published poet? She's actually got poetry that is published. She is busy. She's a busybody, I'm telling you. But yeah, she's got all kinds. Whitney's a very talented young person. She really, well, she's not young, so much young anymore. She's middle-aged, I guess you'd say. She's not old exactly either, though, but you know what I'm saying. She's in her 30s, her late 30s. Okay, y'all, that's going to be cute. Miss Kay, that's a good color. I like it. Now, I am going to have to go back over the top of it, though, in order for it to be solid, because it is, you can kind of see through it. But that's fine. That's not a big deal. We can do that. We've done it with every other color on here today. This little crow, you guys, I think is cute. He's whimsical. He's a little doll baby. I think Izzy would even play with him. I'm thinking I'm going to bring his shoulders out just a little bit farther on this side. There we go. Okay. Red is such a hard color to color, you all. I should have went underneath it like I told you guys before with gray, because gray is your best for putting under red and yellow both. But, you know, you don't think about it until after you've got it halfway done. Then you're like, hey, I could have done that. That's all right. We can get it to cover. It'll just take a few coats, because it will look very, it'll have like, it looks splotchy until I get it all done. But let me show y'all so far. Look how cute he is, you guys. He's adorable. My goodness, I love it. I really do like it, y'all. You like him? You don't like him.
Oh, it's on the canvas.
You don't like it.
Yeah. What's his name? Edgar?
No, his name is Randy. Randy, the rescuing scarecrow.
Hi, guys.
You know what I think, though?
Edgar.
You think we should use this for a door prize for our event?
No, because people that fly in, that'd be kind of hard to
That's true. That's
box
true.
up and put in a suitcase.
That is very true. I never thought about that.
Sun's out back out.
Yeah, we need to do little or stuff for that, don't we? Sun's back out. Yay. It's sunshiny again, y'all. Mr. Sun, Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, please shine down on me. No, I need to get back at YouTube, you guys. I haven't been doing it for a while, and I really need to get myself up and rolling again because I enjoy doing it, and we are monetized, you guys. I mean, I'm being silly by not doing it because I am monetized, and you know I could be making money, and I'm not doing it. I don't know why. I think I just got tired because I've been working so hard on getting those videos over there and stuff, and I was just like, okay, I got to take a break. That's a lot of the reason, I'm sure. Okay, we went over the red again. We'll probably have to do it one more time, y'all. Maybe one or two more times, I don't know. But I think what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna grab my chalk paint, and I think I'm gonna go over top of it with my red chalk paint. I think that will help it color faster. That way I don't have to keep going over this so many times. We've already got chalk paint on a lot of it, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, let me grab my red chalk paint. Almost missed you. You did, Jerry. How are you, friend? Hey, Jerry, I was telling my mom about that yarn, and she said that if you wanted her to, she will pay shipping, sister. So just, you let me know. You let me know, friend. I'm going to put it out on the main page, too, and see if there's anybody else that wants to send it to her. Y'all, it'll just make her day to get packages in the mail. That'll just make her day. She is just, she's just trying to keep herself busy with crocheting and stuff. That'll make her day royally. I promise you it will.
She needs to get a job.
Yeah, she does. She needs to get a job. She's lazy, isn't she?
I'm tired of supporting her.
Yeah, listen at you. She'll smack you is what she'll do. She what? Wouldn't he make you a blackberry cobbler? Shame on her.
I'm gonna call her real quick.
You're calling mom?
Yeah,
Why?
you don't do it.
He's calling my mom, y'all. He's calling my mom.
No, I ain't.
Oh, I thought you were. Well, I figured you would if you say you're going to. Yeah, that's covered much better with the chalk paint, you guys. So now that way it won't look all streaky. And then I'll touch back up on him there. But that's no big deal. That's the reason, you guys, I usually wait to outline everything. Is because, see, I'm going in and those black lines that we put over that, they're gone almost because of the red paint. So you're better off just to wait until the end outline. But I had to jump ahead because that's what I do. Okay. Miss K, this red looks really handsome on this little man. I like his red. Okay. Okay, I'll show y'all. He is so cute, you guys. I love him. I really, really like him. I think he's super cute. Okay, I'm going to add, let's see here. I'm going to make sure that I got all those areas because I don't want it looking pink where we didn't get it covered all the way. I want to add some more of, yeah, some more of that. Hi, Deb. Oh, YouTube notifies you? Well, see, I didn't know if, yeah, but I don't know if everybody's got the, I don't know if everybody's got the YouTube thing to notify. But yeah, YouTube's pretty good about notifying people. But, you know, it's not like the other platform. And I'm not going to say which one or what, but you all know what I'm talking about. Just going to pull that down through there, and I'm going to get that red off there that we got on there. Getting that all over my arms. I was planning on painting this today, and I told Randy, I said, I might just go live on YouTube. So that's the only reason I'm here, y'all. Because to be honest with you, I was going to go out in the yard and go tan, but the sun was gone, so that's why I'm here. The sun saved it. Okay. That looks pretty good to me. Let me get some black, y'all. Let me get some black out here, and we'll do some lighting. He is darling, isn't he? I love him. I think he's super cute so far. So far, he is a cutie patootie. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and grab some of this black right here since I'm right here. And we'll just use this black. Okay, I'm going to turn this way. I'm going to dry that real quick before I go to put my hands in it again. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, it's so hard to do canvas, you guys, without it being on my, I've gotten so used to putting it up on my tripod, I have a hard time painting now with it not being on there. Because I've gotten so used to it being there. And if you guys have like a paint pen and you want to do this, you could do all this with a black paint pen. I'm just using a brush because that's what I paint with. So, I mean, I can do the paint pens too. I do have paint pens. But you can do all your lines with anything like that. If you had fine lines you want to do, grab you a paint pen. And I was watching my friend last night, Michelle, and she was using black paint pens from Walmart, you guys. They're the plaid black paint pens, and she said they're really, really good. And they're only $1 something a piece, y'all. Just $1 something a piece. I think she said you had to buy 2 of them. But still, that's really good to get them for $1 each. So, that's just a little FYI. Okay, got all that black back on there now. Let me do around here one more time. I'm going to go ahead and do this dark here to make this look scrunched up more. I should have probably brought this in a little more on the sides to make it look like it's scrunched, but I wasn't thinking. I probably should have. Maybe I can bring that up a little more like that. Like this, and like this, and like this. Yeah, I should have really came in further this way with that. But I'm not going to worry about it right now, y'all. Just got on. Hi, Deborah Moore. How are you? Okay, here's where we're at, you guys. Look how precious that little man is. All right, we need to do his headband or his hat band. I don't know what color to do it. Let's see. Let's do it in, let's use this bronze. Let's use this bronze color. This is a really pretty color. Why not? He's all different colors, y'all. He's all different colors. But he's cute. I really like him. Okay, I'm going to grab me up a brush here. And we're just going to go in with our bronze. Since his hat is this golden color, I think, well, that is about the same color, y'all. It's about the same color. Do we want to do the bronze? I don't know. Let me see here. Let's get it on here and see what it looks like. And then we'll see if we want to. Because I might want that to be a little different. Because it's, I don't want it to be all the same color. But I think it'll look okay if we put some stripes on it. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's a good color. That's not too bad. It's lighter. Is anyone having a problem turning their phone sideways today? Deborah, I'm not in the sideways mode, honey. I would turn it in the sideways mode, but YouTube has offered me, if you guys send me stars, if I'm in the sideways mode, they'll double my stars. So that's the way I'm in the up and down mode, because they're doubling what you, it's not stars on YouTube, but you know what I'm saying. If you guys send me whatever it is, then they'll do double if I'm in this mode. And that's the reason I'm not in the sideways mode. I think they're trying to get people used to using this mode. And since I already use it most of the time over on Facebook, I figured I'd just go ahead for a little while. And if people want to send whatever it is, I can't remember what it's called. It's roses on TikTok, it's stars on Facebook. I'm not sure what it is over here. But, okay, yeah, that band don't look too bad, y'all. That band don't look too bad. You don't like the landscape, Miss Kay? But you can't do landscape with the way I'm going live, because I didn't, y'all, that's really starting to stand up. I don't know what happened there, but that's too funny. I'm starting to look like my scarecrow, you guys. I got the hair sticking up. Okay, I am going to put some bands on this, some stripes. I think, y'all, I'm just going to do it in black. I think I'm just going to do it in black because that's a good color to use. So I'm going to use this little brush right here, I think. I think that little brush will work good. Maybe. Maybe. Okay, I'm just going to start right here, and I can kind of see where my stripes were that I had on here before. I'm just going to start here and just work my way down right there. Because his little band's got some stripes on his hat. And I seen another stripe right there. Trying to see. I can't see any more of them, I don't think. So I'm just going to go ahead and just add them. Probably should have dried that bronze because I'm just kind of skipping around here. I'm going to have to go over them again. These little stripes. I am definitely going to have to go over those again. I'm not sure what happened right there. That went kind of wonky on me. That is kind of wonky. That's okay. We're just going to leave it wonky. We're just going to leave it wonky, you guys, because I think wonky's cute. Do a little bit right here on this side to make it look like that stripe was around that side there, and I'm going to do one right over here on this side to make it kind of look like it's going around that side as well. Okay. Alrighty. What do y'all think? Isn't that cute? Now, y'all, he does need a sunflower, but I'm not painting a sunflower on it. I don't think I have one big enough to go on there. Or do I? Hold on a minute, y'all. Let me look. Let me think. I might have. Give me a sec. Give me just a second, you guys. Don't leave me. Don't you leave me. I don't like getting up out of my seat on YouTube, you guys. I don't do that normally on YouTube. But if you need a sunflower, you need a sunflower. sunflower. Oh, here's one, y'all. I got one. Whoop, whoop. We do have one. We do have one. Yay. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my glue tool. I'm gonna set this to the side. We do have a sunflower that will fit on there. So I'm gonna set that over to the side, and I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna add some more black paint on here, y'all. Add some more black paint up here at the top. I'm just gonna kind of do the top of his hat right here. Because there's some wet paint down there. I just ran my arm in. I hope I didn't hurt anything. Look at my arm, you guys. I am such a slob when it comes to painting. That's another reason why I like it in my tripod. Or whatever you want to call it. Easel. Easel, not tripod, easel. Okay. Go right back across here as well. I want that to be good and dark. Okay. Go ahead and kind of spread this out here because it's kind of got a little much right there. Kind of pull that in there. There we go. Okay. Now this here is not looking the best, so I'm gonna fix this. Oops. Okay, so far so good, y'all. That's starting to look really nice after outlining it. You're my top gift sitter. Well, thank you, Miss K. Oh, you are. You guys are sending stuff. Thank you. Y'all didn't have to do that. I appreciate you guys so much. I didn't. Is that what they're called as gifts, Miss K? I didn't even know what they were called. Isn't that sad? I had no idea what those things were called. But see how much better that looks once you outline it? Y'all seeing that? Now look how much better that looks. He is so cute, you guys. I love him so much. So much. I am going to put a little black right here around his little face, you guys. I'm just going to do a little black line right here. Only because I know he's shadowed and everything, but I still wanted to get that separation in there. There we go. Okay, I did want to add another color to the background. What do y'all think? What color should we add to the background? Remember we were talking about it. We're gonna add just some little bitty stripes is what we're gonna add. So y'all tell me what you think we should add. Some thin stripes of something. Go take care of your mom. See you later. Okay, Lori, be careful, girl. Tell your mom I said hi. We are going to start going down to my mom's, you guys, and cleaning her house and stuff for her. Me and my sister are going to do that. So I may have to miss a few lives in order to do that, just so y'all know. But mom comes first over anything. Okay. All right, you guys, he's done. I just need to, we just need to put some more lines in this background. I want a different color. We're just gonna put one other color. So, what do y'all think? Should we do a, what should we do? Blue, maybe? Should we do blue? Should we do blue, 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 blue? Blue, 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 blue. I think blue is a good color. Okay. Got my other little liner brush here. Let's see. Let's do some blackberry cobbler, you guys. Let's do the blackberry cobbler blue. I had it out earlier and I like it, so we're gonna try that because that should flow pretty easy. It's and it's a pretty thin paint, so it'll flow good. So let's do it. Okay, let's go across the center of this here like this. Somebody said we needed blue, so we're gonna do the blue. I'm gonna do the blackberry cobbler blue. Across the center here and down the sides. Of course, I didn't take the green down the sides, all of them, but that's okay. So I'm kind of come across like that. Oops, kind of skipped on me. Like I told you guys, this is whimsy, 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 because I'm not good at anything else when it comes to this kind of stuff. But I do enjoy doing this. It's a lot of fun. And I hope you guys, after watching this, will try your own. You like blue, Jerry? I did too. Blue's probably one of my favorite colors. It's not my favorite, but it's, oh, y'all, did you just see that? Look at that crooked line. Crooked line, crooked line. But you know what? It's okay. Like I told y'all, it's whimsy, so it's okay if it's crooked. They don't have to be straight. That's what makes it so fun. Is it's not perfect. There we go. Okay. Let's see here. We're gonna go here. Up to about right there. Okay, y'all seen the blue? That helps it, you guys. That blue really does help it a lot. Sure does. It sure does. And I think the more colors you put in here, the more it would really help it, to be honest, because I don't know, there's just something about adding these little plaid colors to this that I think is kind of cute. Red, yellow, or blue is your favorite? Hi, Betsy. How are you? Hope you're doing good, my friend. Okay. Now we gotta go down through here, y'all. I gotta be careful here because I will get crooked again. I know I will. There, yep, I just did. I just did. Okay. I gotta get my arm up here where I can kind of try to keep it as straight as possible because I'm not good at this unless that's off center, but that's okay. I'd rather be off center than really super crooked. I need my easel. But I wanted you guys to be able to see what I was doing. And with an easel, you guys can't see it real well. Okay. Now roll this back around here. See how that's looking, you guys? That's super cute, y'all. I'm loving it. Okay, I am going to run this across the top here. I had one of the cutest little shelves at one time, you guys. It was just like a little shelf you put on the wall. And I bought it at a garage sale. Somebody had took time and did like a plaid on that shelf. It was so adorable. I love that shelf. And I hate that I don't have it anymore because I liked it that much. It makes me kind of sad, really, because I really love that shelf. Isn't that funny? That should be right there too. So there should be another thing there. Okay, now I need to go down here. Do a little bit of that. Oops, I got it in his hair. Okay, I'm trying to think. Should we do another color, y'all? Is that enough, or do we need one more color? What do you guys think? Do we need another color? I don't want yellow will make it pop. You think I should add yellow too? I still want to do a class on how to paint eyes. I know, Betsy. I know, girly. I'm going to do it. I promise I am. I promise. I promise. Deborah said something. Screaming K. I agree. Yellow. Okay. Yellow then. Yellow. We'll do yellow. But the only thing is, you guys, with yellow, I don't mind doing yellow. But with yellow, if you don't have a color behind it, it's kind of see-through. But we'll do yellow. I don't care to do yellow. We'll do it. We'll do it, y'all. We shall do it. All right, hang on. I missed some blue right here. I got to add some blue right here. I need to actually add more green right there, but that's okay. Okay, that'll do for now anyway. For now, it'll work. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the yellow where the little lines are. I think we're going to do some little lines with yellow as well. That'll help that pop. Or do we want to put it right next to the blue? We could do that too, because blue and yellow go really good together. I'm going to use this chalk paint though, I think, because it's a darker yellow. Oh no. And I think this will be, whoa, we gotta shake that a little bit. We gotta shake that a little bit. It needs to be shaked. Y'all, this is really cute. I thank you guys so much for being here with me while I've done this. I really appreciate that. All right, here we go. We're gonna grab some of this yellow up. And hopefully this will go on pretty easy. Y'all, I didn't get all that blue dry. We got more blue up here to dry. Okay. I did hear she was loud. You gotta watch her, Deborah. She's very loud. That's funny. All right, I'm just gonna go in with the little lines. I decided to do the little lines, y'all. I'm just gonna add some yellow right here. Just coming across there with some yellow. With some yellow. There's one. I'm gonna go. I really should have started on this side first. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna leave that. Oops. Get my lid off from underneath there. And I'm gonna move this paint, you guys, because I can see me putting my thing right in that paint, because that's exactly how it works for me most of the time. Scoot that over. I'm gonna scoot this over. I'm gonna start over here on this side and work my way back to that because that's wet. And I don't want to lay my arm in it. I've already done that a few times. Okay, here we go. We're gonna just, we were going with the little lines. So I guess I'm just gonna go right here with this line and just pull it up. Okay, there's one. And we'll go right here. There's two. There's a little line right here. There's three. Okay, now go right here. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go across with the little lines as well. That way it'll add quite a bit of yellow to it. Wide line, LOL. You think it needs a wide line? Do you think it does? I think that yellow is going to pop. I'm going to go across this way with the yellow as well. You think it needs a wide line? I don't know. We could do a little wider, but I don't want to do as wide as the green. Let's do, let me find my brush. I got a brand new Zen brush here, y'all. Let me find it. Where are we at, Zen brush? Come here. Roll around here. I got a brand new Zen brush. That's pretty wide. We'll do that. How's that? Will that work? That wide? Hang on. Here we go. Hold your breath, y'all. Hold your breath. Yeah. Oh, I don't know if I like that wide yellow or not. Well, I guess we were kind of stuck with it now. We're committed because we've already started. I'm just going to go over top that other one that's there. Because see, that's going to hide my green lines. My skinny green lines I had. That's all right. Y'all want wide? I'll give you wide. I don't care. I don't have an issue with that. See, I'm easy to get along with. I don't mind. And I will take one across too. Okay, let me find right here. Yay! Hide that green. I don't want to hide my green. I like my green. You like this green too, Miss Kay. This is Celery. That's celery green, sister. Thought you liked celery. Okay. Okay. Just kind of working past his hair here. Okay. Right down here, this little guy here, we gotta try to make all this go past this little guy here too. There we go. I do like the yellow, y'all. I do like it. Good call, you guys. Good call. I'll give credit where credit's due. I do like the yellow. I'm just going to go right down this side as well. Even though this isn't even, I don't care. I want to go ahead and bring that yellow because otherwise, some color, most of that white, but I don't care. Because you got yellow just about even all the way across there. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do some yellow across. Y'all screaming at me again? I feel it. I feel like you're screaming at me. Are y'all yelling at me again? Am I doing something wrong? I'm kidding, you guys. I'm kidding. I know I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just playing around with y'all. Okay, let's see. We need to come over here and come down right here. Okay. We need to come right here. We need to come right here. Betsy, how's your mom? How's your mama doing? I hope she's doing good. There and there. She listened to us, Kay, and she liked it. Hey, I listen to you guys all the time. I always take suggestions. Or I try to take them if I don't do something before y'all, I see what y'all are saying, but I always try to take you guys' suggestions. I'm not like the other creators. Either that or I'll say, nope, I don't want to do that. I'll be honest with you. I try to be as honest as possible. But usually you guys have to admit I'm right. I'm not saying I'm always right, but most of the time when it comes to picking out stuff, you're like, no, and then you see it, you're like, okay, you were right. You were right. Because usually I have a vision. Usually I have a vision. Today I had no vision. I just picked this up and started painting. Y'all, look how stinking cute he is. What do y'all think? Isn't he adorable? Holy moly, you guys. He is precious. I got, on my chin. See that right there? See that right there? I don't have no makeup on, so we can wipe it off pretty easy. Okay, what do you guys think? I think he is really cute. I think that is absolutely stinking adorable. Now a little light orange, maybe mango. You think we need orange in it too, you think? Think we need orange? Thick or thin? Deborah, you tell me, thick or thin? I am pretty good. I'm glad she's doing well. That makes me happy, Becky. You love it? Or Betsy. I don't know why I said Becky. I meant Betsy. Thank you. I'm glad you like it, sister. What do you guys think? Should we do a little orange? If I do orange, I think I'm going to do skinny stripes because I think that would be way too much bright colors in the thick. But we can do the thin if y'all want. If you guys think that you'll like it. Betsy can't take you anywhere. I'm always messy, girl. I am always messy. I leave out of my craft room. You can ask Randy. Before I leave at night, I always clean my craft room up. I always clean up everything on my desk. My desk is always a mess while I'm crafting. But once I'm done, I take and put all my paint up. I clean up my desk. I do everything I'm supposed to do. Throw all things away that fall on the floor, all the things. I do all of that before I leave my craft room at night. And then I go in and I scrub myself down because I'm always a mess. Then Deborah says, okay, let me see if I can find some orange. Let's see. Let's do this color orange right here, y'all. I like this color. Hang on. It's called Vivid Orange. I think I have 2 of these. This one right here. That one's about empty. I like this orange here. It's called Vivid Orange, but it's a light orange. It's not a real dark. Okay, we're going to do this, y'all, and then I'm done with this little guy. We're going to sign him, and we're going to call him finished. Because he is a cutie patootie, and I don't want to do too much because I don't want to mess him up. I don't want to mess him up. I like him a lot. A whole lot. Okay, let me grab my line brush once again. Randy bought me these new line brushes, you guys, and I really like them. He got them at, they're a Zen. Are they Zen? No, they're called a Cotman. And they are from, they're a Windsor and Newton brush. They are from Michael's is where I got these at. And I love these brushes. They're so nice. So nice. All right, I am going to put some water on here, y'all, because I'm telling you, this yellow or this orange is kind of thick. So I'm just going to kind of thin it down a little bit so that it flows a little better. And I don't know that it's still going to flow any better than what it was. Okay. All right, here we go. Y'all ready? Here we go. Y'all, you don't like that one? Thin mango. You don't like that one, Deborah? I like this one. All right, here we go. You ready? It's a light color. It's not very dark. We're just going to throw it on here, and we're going to hope for the best. Hope for the best. Hope for the best. Okay, I'm trying to do it opposite of everything, and these lines are kind of getting all wonky donkey, but that's okay. We don't mind wonky donkey around here. We don't mind wonky donkey around here. These are a little bit thicker than what the green and all that was, but not much. Oh, that got wonky on me. That one got wonky. Anybody watch that Sullivan's Crossing on Netflix? They have a new season out, you guys, if you do watch it, just so y'all know. Just so you know. I'm just letting everybody know because I was watching it and they got that new season. Okay, now I'm going to come down this way with it, where the yellow is. Let's go with this. The neighbor's yard is getting mowed. Y'all, that we got somebody from California that bought this house over here, and we've never even met him. I don't know if we're ever going to, because there ain't been nobody over there. So hopefully we'll find out soon who's got what. And I think I'm gonna do orange right here at the top too, y'all, because that way it's separated kind of the same distance. Oh no, you guys, I just dropped it. Did you see that? Holy moly, hurry, hurry, hurry. And I'm out of baby wipes. Y'all, give me a minute. Oh, I dropped my brush. It's called RA hand. Sometimes you have control, sometimes you don't. Okay, let's see here. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. It's all right, we got it, y'all, we got it. There we go, okay. Now, back to what we was doing. Can't believe I dropped that. Put my arm up here so I can have a little bit of stability. It's just easier when you have it on the thing. Oh, y'all, this is gonna be cute. I do like the orange. Just the more colors you put in, the better it is. I will tell you all that. But like I was telling you guys about that shelf that I had, it had a whole bunch of colors on it, and they had went up and under. It made it look like it went up and under, and I mean, it was the cutest shelf you ever seen in your life. It was absolutely adorable. I love that little shelf. I ended up getting rid of it. I don't know why I did, because somebody had painted it plaid. It was adorable. Why I got rid of that. Boy, I wish I'd have kept that now. You ever do that? Get rid of things that you wish you'd have kept? Story of my life. Okay, where are we at here? Let's go right here. Right here. Then we'll go right here. Did I do that right? I didn't even do that right, y'all. I didn't even do that right. I got that way off now, I think. Over on this side we do, but that's okay. I am not going to worry about it. I'm just going to go ahead and add one here. I'm going to add one here. We're just going to do a little extra. We're going to do a little extra orange on the scene here, because I kind of got off on a tangent here and I wasn't paying attention what I was doing. That's okay. That's all right. We'll just add extra lines. I'm all right with that because I do like the orange. Okay. Thank you, Miss Kay, for sending that floating heart. I appreciate you. Hi, Brooke. How are you? Okay, let me show y'all. Here's where we're at so far, you guys. Look how cute that is. Isn't that adorable? All right, I need to add another orange line going this direction right here on the edge. I need to add that orange line right there. Y'all, this is fun stuff right here. If you guys get a chance, sit down and try to paint you one, y'all. Like I said, whimsy. It don't have to be perfect. There's no perfect lines for this. Just do it. It's all fun. And you'll be surprised what you can do if you just try. Okay. I think, y'all, I think that's what I think that's it. Hang on a minute. I got a line right here. I got to finish up right here. Come down through here, and then we will be done, y'all. Okay, there is our little scarecrow, you guys. Look how cute that is. Isn't that adorable? I love him, y'all. I think he's adorable. All right, now I'm going to give him a good sign, and he is finished. He's ready to go to his new home. Okay. Y'all, I'm going to use a paint pen to sign him. That way my writing looks decent. Because I'm not good at, and I'm going to sign him on the back. I'm not going to sign him on the front. I don't want people to have my name poking out there in their house. So I will just sign him on the back after I wash my hands real good because I've got paint all over my hands. I'm glad you guys like him. Just your top and bottom sides. What about my top and bottom sides? Oh, I'll fix those. You don't have to worry about that. I'll fix those sides. You don't have to worry about that. I usually do that when y'all are not around. When y'all are not around. But I did some of the top, but I didn't do that one. And I didn't do that one. Or the sides, I did that one. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and sign him back here in the back, y'all. Because I don't like to... 2025. I'm gonna write rekindle blessings as well. Okay, there we go. It is signed and ready to go. So what I'll do is I will finish up the sides or this side and this top, and then we'll be good to go. But anyway, there it is, you guys. I hope you like it. You love the hair? You love him? I'm so glad you do. I think he's super cute, you guys. I think he's adorable. But there's a scarecrow for the for the auction, y'all. Mr. Randy, I was going to put him in for the door prize, but Randy said he was too big because people will be flying and stuff, which that does make sense. I need to make a smaller one for that. But look at his little crow over there on his shoulder. I think he's adorable. Anyway, y'all, I'm out of here. You guys have a blessed day, and I'll talk to y'all later. Love y'all bunches. Bye-bye, guys. Let me see. How do I end this? There we go.